Hi guys, it's Anne-Marie from Elemental Alchemist, and today I'm bringing you the Who Are You insight cards. Not sure what else to call them. They're for shadow work. They're for looking into assisting you on your journey of self-knowledge and discovery. So these cards, they're divided into 4 categories, as you see. There's connections and fears and insecurities, possibilities and potential, and self-awareness. You can use these however you want. There's 52 of them all in all. And so you could pick maybe one a day to look at, or one a week, whatever you choose. Anyway, by asking insightful questions, this card deck, it's going to empower you to identify your strengths, challenge your fears, and discover your hidden potential. So let's get started. I'm going to read each one for you. Let's start with connections. Who is your closest friend? How do you feel about yourself when you spend time together? Maybe do a little journaling on that. And then we'll move over to fears and insecurities. Are you being honest with yourself? Do you avoid certain truths because they are too painful to acknowledge? Let's move on to self-awareness. Ask yourself, what are your core values and beliefs? Are you living life in congruence with these? Possibilities and potential. What do you want to be remembered for? It could be one thing specific, or it could be many things. Connection. What is the most important thing to you in a friendship? Self-awareness. What skill or ability do you receive compliments on most often? Are you proud of yourself for that skill or ability? Let's go to fears and insecurities. In what areas of your life would stepping outside of your comfort zone help you to achieve personal growth? Are you willing to take that step? Possibilities and potentials. What are 3 things you have achieved of which you're the most proud of? Connections. How would your best friend or significant other describe you in 3 words? Fears and insecurities. List your biggest fear. Have you ever tried to overcome it? Possibilities and potentials. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? How do you plan on getting there? Connections. Do you believe in soulmates, or the one, or twin flames? That's a loaded question. Self-awareness. Do you treat yourself better than others, or do you tend to put others first? Possibilities and potentials. What challenges have you overcome to get to where you are today? Fears and insecurities. If you could say no to things in your life that you feel obligated to say yes to, what would they be? Connections. Do you make sacrifices for the people you love? Self-awareness. When do you feel the most motivated and content? Fears and insecurities. When faced with something that scares you, do you feel the fear and do it anyway, or do you play it safe? Possibilities and potentials. If you could go back in time to your younger self, what would you do that you never got a chance to do? Connections. Who do you admire most in your life? What qualities do they have that makes them stand out to you? Fears and insecurities. What habit do you desire to change, and why? Possibilities and potentials. If you only had 1 year left on this earth, what would you do with it? Connections. What is the most romantic date you have ever been on? Fears and insecurities. Are you afraid of being hurt if you let people get close to you? Possibilities and potential. If you could choose to live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? Connections. Which people in your life support you the most? Do you spend enough time with them? Possibilities and potentials. What does your dream job look like? What does it feel like? Connections. Are you lacking closure with anyone? Self-awareness. List 3 things in life that bring you the very most joy. Fears and insecurities. List your most recent failure. Did you learn anything from it? Self-awareness. What is something most people don't know about you? Would you be willing to let them know? fears and insecurities. Do you listen to your inner voice, or are you easily swayed by others' opinions? Connections. How do you show affection in relationship? Self-awareness. What emotions or feelings are you experiencing at this very moment? Self-awareness. Are you emotionally resilient? How do you handle emotional upheaval? Fears and insecurities. Do you compare yourself to anyone? If so, why? Connections. Describe your ideal significant other. Potentials and possibilities. Remove yourself from your current situation and view your life objectively. What are the things in your life that you are currently doing well? What could you improve? Possibilities and potential. What is the most adventurous thing you have ever done, and how did you feel afterwards? Connections. What is the most valuable lesson you learned from your parents, positive or negative? Self-awareness. What are the 3 lessons you have learned so far? Connections. Is there someone you need to forgive? If so, why haven't you forgiven them yet? Self-awareness. Are you aware of what drains your emotional energy? How can you balance this? Connections. When was the last time someone needed your help? Do you make a conscious effort to help others? Self-awareness. When was the last time you cried, and why? Self-awareness. What are your 3 best qualities? Self-awareness. Do you express your emotions in a positive or negative way? If negative, does it affect your daily life? Self-awareness. What is holding you back? Could you improve your life if you could move past this? Self-awareness. Do you practice enough self-care? In which areas of your life could you improve? And how? Self-awareness. How do you feel about shutting out the noise and listening to your inner voice? Self-awareness. What was the most significant event in your childhood? Do you think this has shaped you as an adult? And how? Self-awareness. What in your life are you most grateful for? So I want to give a shout out to Aldi, to the Aldi Isle of Shame Facebook group. If you are watching and you're in that group, caw-caw. I found this in the Isle of Shame. I'm not able to find how to purchase it online. So if you find out how, please let me know, and then I can put the link in the comments. Thank you for sharing this time with me. I hope that your shadow work is fruitful. Have a very blessed day.